is that he's gonna wanna film over there, and I need to push the buttons over here.
No, the camera's on cruise control, don't worry about that.
Oh, but I need to push the down buttons to get it, because he wants me over here where you can see me.
He'll figure it out.
Okay, well, click down for me, will you? All right, so it's not up there. If it were up there, what I'd be talking to you about is, by the way, I'm Scott Brockman. I'm CEO of the airport. I've been at the airport now going on 17 years. I've been in airport executive management I'm in my 35th year. I know I don't look that old.
Except for your ankle.
She's bucking for an age. She keeps agreeing with me, or shaking her head the right way. And I've been CEO since 2014, so I'm in my 6th year as CEO. And part of what is always, which I'm sure y'all think is, why is this airport guy here talking to us? Well, we're going to go through where the airport is today, but I want you, as I do this, to think about the fact that I run this campus. I've got 3 airports, but the main one, let's focus on Memphis International. And as a part of that, I have probably 3,500 people on this campus every day that are workers. Only 300 of them report to me. So I've got all these people that work for other people, but all of them are important to providing what I need to deliver, which is a good customer service program. And so regardless of where you are going with your education, if you're going to do anything in hospitality management, and I will venture to tell you, no matter what career you pick, there is a component of your job, there is a component of your life that has some piece of customer service involved in it, okay? And so if you're a hotel manager, okay, you've got vendors that have got to come in and interact. They interact with your pastors or your customers. I'm used to pastors. Why is that important that they have the right customer service? Well, they can make or break how somebody views your establishment. Okay? So you not always have control of those things. So you want to know what you're bringing into your establishment, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's a hotel, whether it's your business, whatever it is, you need to worry about that. So in my case, I've got wheelchair pushers, airline people, concessionaires, all of these different companies. I've got contract people running my parking lot, and all of those people can make or break how somebody feels about my airport. And you know what? When someone has a bad experience at the airport, guess what they say? Stupid airport. Now, it may not have been an airport authority employee. So my job is to convince all these other parties to provide a good customer experience. I call it a positively memorable, capital M, capital E, capital M, Y, capital M, capital E, capital M, because that's our designator. If you go to fly from my airport, you're going to find MEM in the airline booking site, because that's our designator. So it's a positively memorable travel experience. So let's talk about who does what at airports, okay? All right, so most people go, well, and that's why I have this slide that you would be seeing if this was working. It talks about who's responsible for what. So the airport, we operate and maintain the roads, the terminals, the rest of the buildings. We do all that stuff. The parking lots, those are all ours. We also maintain the airfield, runways, taxiways, lights. Okay, we maintain law enforcement in the building and on the premises. I have my own police officers. I have 58 people that carry guns and train monthly on them. I got a sniper team, I got a SWAT team, okay? Because in airports environments today, active shooters and those things are things we worry about. So we have those people. I have a sniper tower, they rappel off of the stuff, they do all that stuff. So they train regularly. And we maintain the systems within the airport. Now we maintain all of the jet bridges when we move into the new Concourse B when we're done with it. right now, well, in the future we will. Right now, airlines maintain their jet bridges. We maintain baggage belts. So those are things the airport does. So what about everything else? Well, airlines, they fly the planes, they operate the ticket counters, they take possession and ownership of your bag to make sure it gets where it's supposed to go. So if your bag doesn't get there, it's not my fault. Okay? They do all those things. Okay? So what about the rest of the pieces? Well, TSA does security checkpoints. That's a federal agency, Transportation Security Administration. FAA and Air Traffic Control run the planes. They guide the planes in and out of the airport. So you have all these other jurisdictions that do things, all of which we're dependent on working good together. If one piece doesn't work, guess what? It's a bad experience. Now you may have seen in the press that on Monday we had a F1 tornado hit the airport, okay? And as a part of that process, we had people running everywhere, okay? So everybody was taken off of the concourses because we had people in the scramble of all those alerts and alarms and ceiling tiles move in, and we had windows blow out on the ticketing levels, mezzanines, and so we had a non-secure situation on the concourses. So federal law says we got to take everybody off and rescreen them. Absolute mayhem in the ticketing lobbies where security was. So we put a lot of people down there trying to guide them, and it's amazing how individuals within those lines were helping guide everybody else. They were helping us with customer service, okay? You know, wait a minute, you're on flight 47, okay, get over here, you're supposed to get over here. They were helping each other, so they were helping us with our customer service job. But those are things you gotta worry about when those things occur, okay? So that's why all this is important when you move into business. So where are we at in the airport? Well, passenger-wise, we're in a pretty good growth mode. We used to be a hub for Northwest Airlines and Delta Airlines. Unfortunately, they chose not to continue that. So in June of 2013, they officially said, no more. Not gonna be a hub anymore for Memphis. We're gonna shift those things somewhere else, and Memphis is gonna just be a destination from now on. So all of a sudden, we went from 91 destinations to roughly 24. We went from 300 and something flights a day to, at that point, 71, okay? You talk about a shock to the system, pretty good one, okay? Not only to the airport, but to the community around the airport, to the businesses that ran there. So since then, we've just been growing back. So we've done a pretty good job in the last, since 2013. Average growth is about 6 to 7% a year. We are now putting more people through that airport on a local basis, what's origin and destination, than we ever have before. We've got new carriers, new routes, because now airlines can come in and freely compete. When a hub carrier was running 3 or 4 flights a day to a particular destination, they weren't really excited about serving that destination. So now we've got the ability to attract new carriers and do new things. So we've got low-cost carriers in there now. We've got Southwest, Allegiant, Frontier. And part of the challenge with those airlines is you can't find them on Expedia, Priceline, Travelocity, all these booking agents, because they don't pay for that. So you have to go either directly to their site, or you come to my site, flymemphis.com. And if you go there, there's a flight booking engine you can click on, and every flight that leaves my airport, it's updated regularly, is on that flight, on that site. So you click on a particular, you put in where you want to go, and it finds every carrier that flies there. And then you can click on the carrier and it takes you where you want to, where their price is and how you book it. That's the only place you can do that. So it's an evolution, it's a retraining of our community. There's a new way to do things. They used to always just go to northwest.com or delta.com, depending on who was running the hub, because that's where most of the flights were. So we've had to educate. So we got growth going on. Now we've got more people than the building was built for. Because before, there wasn't these long lines at security, because we've got more people checking in bags now at the ticketing lobbies, more people going through security, because all the rest of those people were just changing planes. They were just going from gate 1 to gate 2, or whatever gates they were. So we've got a totally different issue now, so we've got to reinvent the airport. So we're doing that. So right now we're building, we got, we call them our big 4 projects going on. Give you an idea how much it costs to build on an airport. 4 projects, and I'll tell you which ones and what they are, but 4 projects, $500+ million a year, $500 million. Yes, that's with a B, $500 million. It's a lot of commas and zeros if you want to know, okay? We're building the concourse modernization, which is basically we've torn, and if we ever got this to show, I can show you the pictures of it. We've taken the top of the concourse totally off, tore it all down, dug up all the pavement around it, and instead of this narrow little area that you used to be in, which was about 60 feet wide, it's 20 feet for a gate, 20 feet to walk in, 20 feet for a gate. It's gonna be about double that size now. It's gonna have high ceilings, a lot of glass, it's gonna be beautiful. So we're building that. We got a consolidated de-ice facility. You say, why is that important? We don't get that much snow in Memphis. No, we don't get a lot of snow. What we do get